If you aren't making as much money in your online business as you want to be, it's probably because you suck at selling. Now, don't despair, don't run and cry. I've got 3 proven steps for you that I'm gonna share in this video that's gonna fix everything. You're gonna be able to sell as much of whatever you wanna sell to anybody online when you implement and master these 3 steps. So stay tuned. Hey, what's going on? It's Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here, I would invite you to click the big red button and subscribe. I've got videos coming out all the time about building your online business, affiliate marketing, making money online, making money from your laptop so you can travel and do all that awesome stuff. And if you like this video in particular, smash that thumbs up button because it really does help with the YouTube algorithm. So with all that out of the way, like I said off the top, in this video, I'm gonna fix what I'm guessing is the biggest problem in your online business. If you aren't making as much money as you want to be, it's probably because you aren't very good at selling, but that is okay. There's a proven 3-step formula to fix all of this. It's very simple, and I'm gonna walk through it with you in this video. But before we dive into that formula, I wanna share with you the overarching strategy. You know what it is? It's being able to tell an amazing story. We as humans, we don't wanna listen to facts. We don't wanna listen to boring crap. We wanna hear cool stories. We wanna hear about cool shit that's happened to you or cool shit that's happened to other people. If you can tell a gripping story, that is going to allow you to sell so much more. The way that you actually sell is you help people have epiphanies. If they're looking for a product, it means that they've got a problem. So the first thing that you really need to understand is what is the major problem that your customer is facing? And then hopefully, if you're selling the right product, your product will be able to fix that problem. So we need to make our customer understand that in order to solve that problem, in order to move from a place of pain to a place of comfort, they need to make that purchase. And in order to make that epiphany happen where we bridge them over from a state of pain to making a purchase in order to fix that problem, we can use story as a very powerful mechanism in order to make that happen. It's because as humans, we love hearing stories. It's why we watch movies. It's why we read books. It's why we watch TV shows. It's to follow a story. We become attached to characters and we can't stop listening because we need to know what happened. So employing story into your selling mechanisms is going to completely change your online business. Now, it's all well and good to say, I just start telling stories and you'll be able to sell more. There's a 3-step strategy. And these 3 steps, if you follow them, it's going to take your lead or your customer on a journey with you that is naturally going to give them that epiphany that they need in order to make the purchase. It's going to naturally bridge them so that they understand that your product is what can solve their problem. The way that you start a story that's going to lead to a pitch is you need to tell people what it was like before. So in this story, you're going to be sharing a story about yourself or a story about somebody else who was in the same place of pain as your customer. So let's take weight loss, for example. Let's say, for example, you've got an ebook that teaches people how to lose weight. Let's say you lost 50 pounds using a keto diet. In the start of your story, you need to tell people in a vivid detail, really bring up the pain and the emotion about what it was like before. What it was like before you started a keto diet. What it was like before you started losing weight. What it was like before you started implementing what you're going to share with them in your product. You need to tell them how you were overweight, you were unhappy, you were lethargic, you were insecure, you wouldn't go out and socialize. All of these real pain points that hit you or hit the main character in your story are likely the same pain points that your ideal customer has. So you really need to ram those pain points home. And that sounds bad, but if you genuinely believe in the product that you are selling, then you're doing a disservice if you don't make people feel uncomfortable in their pain points. Because if you don't do that, then it's going to be nearly impossible for you to sell to them. So when I say ram home their pain points, I'm not being cruel or evil. You're doing it for their benefit. Because if you've got a good quality product, you've got an obligation to get it in their hands so that you can fix the problem and remove that pain for them. Unfortunately, they've got to kind of take that step back, take the hit, feel the pain, really feel the pain in here in order to have the epiphany, which is going to lead to the purchase. So that's the first step. We really want to ram home what it was like before. That is step number one. Then you need to explain to them what happened. And generally in this part of a story, it's where your main character finds a guide, or they find a strategy, or they find a mentor, and that's usually the product. They come across something that completely changes the trajectory of their life, of their business, whatever it may be. This is what happened. So for you in this example, it would be, but then I found the keto diet and I started implementing it and I started dropping weight like crazy. I was shedding pounds and pounds every week just implementing this diet that I found, that someone introduced to me. Whatever the story is, you need to tell them how you came across it, and then when you implemented it, what started happening, what were the results that happened to you or the main character. And then because you've rammed home those pain points in the first part, when you start sharing what it was like as you found this diet and the results started to come, people are going to start to future pace and see what it could be like for them. So you start explaining that, and then that rolls into part number 3, which is what it's like now, after the fact. What it's like after you've dropped 50 pounds. What it's like after you've dropped 60 pounds using this diet. And this is where we really kick up that future pacing, where they can see what it could be like in the future if they implement what you can teach them in the product that you're trying to sell to them. And you say, I've got so much more energy. I'm socializing so much more. You know, my dating life's improved. Whatever it is, all of the benefits that come after they implement what you teach in that product. So you're taking them from a point of pain, you're showing them the vehicle in that middle part, you're showing them what happened, you're showing them how it happened, the vehicle to get out of that point of pain, out of that painful life that they're in, or that pain point in their business, and then you're telling them what it's like now, how much better life is, how much better business is, whatever it may be, bringing up that emotion again so that they could see for themselves what it would be like. That is the 3-step storytelling process where you can take a person from a point of pain to a point where they're ready to buy. Because once you've taken them on that journey with a real life story about yourself or about somebody else, they're going to be ready to make a purchase. And at that point, all you have to do is put your offer in front of them and you're absolutely going to crush it. So hopefully you found this helpful. Go learn those 3 steps. Watch this video over and over again if you need to, and go implement them, because you're going to get amazing, amazing results. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found this helpful. If you haven't subscribed, click the big red button, click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.